Something we've seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. 53's the mic. 53.
Now the first carry here for Philip Lindsay. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check 49. Shift.
Now a carry for Lindsay. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
That's going to be a long.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Let's get it popping.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Pick it up. 58. Watch the pass.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
That's me, baby. Turn it up.
As big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blower out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Shut up. Cougar 19. Mike. Cowboy 80. No. Off. Check it out.
They'll run here with Lindsay. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a 3rd and still about 12 to go.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Switch. 18 rattlers. 53. We don't want this.
Back to throw here. They'll find Lindsey here. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. This from 54 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Teddy! Flag! We're doing that!
You tighten up. Let's go. You tighten up.
Hey! 5 on 50. 5 on 50.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. And now he'll tuck it and run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too. And you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
White 36. Line 36.
Let them go. Hey, 5 on 50.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Yeah.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
44, Mike, 44. Watch that.
Flip.
6 guys. Check 3. He's crashing.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
Run.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right?
I'm going back to you.
5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
Mike 36.
On 1st and 10, Winston.
All day, every day.
Looking for Campbell downfield. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well, and they took the shot downfield. They were more than prepared for that one.
Back in 60. Give me that ball. Give me that ball.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. This is Chenault receiving in. And they're going to have this across midfield inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. He's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Check your hot read. Tight dog.
Now it's Lindsey. And he will be out of bounds here. It'll turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw the
On 2nd down, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Push the pile. And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Give them a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Here we go, Shaq. 70 Timberwolf.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's
Pack the 60. Pack the 60.
the field. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
They'll run with Lindsay. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Right.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Kill. Big edge.
2nd and goal is the option. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
You got him.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Lucky.
18 Cardinal.
Check.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Let's get it.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Switch. Check it out.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Time to go to work. Let's go.
Pushing it in from a yard away. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And, Charles, maybe that's one they had dialed up. Hey, if we're in a 4th and goal situation, we're going to our muscle.
And you can feel all the way up here where we sit. The earth was shaking, and he found his way into the end zone.
Yeah, but that's such a great guy to have around the goal line, isn't it?
Indeed it is. It's a great extra dimension to add to your offense. When you can finish things with power, that's hard for a defense to deal with.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? Check, wait. Check, crunch.
First and 10, Taylor now. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
It's gonna be a long day, offense. It's gonna be a long day. Watch 36 to Mike.
And we gotta get to the ball, D. Let's keep moving. Mike, 36. Mike.
First down, Winston.
Man up, D.
Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Three down. Slam. Hey, switch gears.
Hey, let's keep it moving. Even.
Here's Taylor. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 40.
We dominate today.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Tight right.
Three, double three.
Check 42. Check 42 is the mark.
On 3rd down, Winston.
Touchdown, defense.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back. Unsuccessful.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Let's go.
Come on, baby.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Connection made with Chenault. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
I'm coming after you. Check. Switch.
25, check 25. Check.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Check.
They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take this across the 25. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation. And all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Get ready.
First down, right back to Lindsay. Not much room to run. Just gets it to the 35 after showcasing his tough running. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. A pitch comes to Lindsay. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
58's the mic. 58's the mic.
Check. Shoot.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That'll be right side, Chenault with it.
Good job.
He's going to get out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
All ready. Go 58's the mic. Hey, me and you all day. All day. 19 Tiger. Joker. Slam.
On 1st down, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Here I come.
Check.
Here's Lindsay.
He's
They're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. Now a handoff for Lindsay. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Lambeau will put this one through. So we're at halftime in this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Go!
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Out. Watch the edge.
The give to Taylor. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Ready. Black 22.
Watch 47. Let's go, Heavy.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
Ready? Flag, we're doing it. Let's go, team. Let's go.
Line 36. Line 36.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. Flip, flip, flip. Check. Hey. 550. 550.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
He's checking.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's it, baby.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
In the shotgun, it's Winston. Steps away to his left. And his throw is incomplete. Tyrone Smith, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
I can't believe they even let you play.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 42 yards. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result when he opted for the touchback.
Come on with it, man. Been there, done that.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the screen.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, he's got Chenault. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
19, Tiger. Block me. You can't block me. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike.
Now Chenault on the end around. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't.
On 2nd down, a run to Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Here we go, Shaq. 70 Timberwolves. Number 53, Mike 53. Oh, here we go. Oh, alert flare.
drop to throw. And he's going to find his man out. That's complete. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. And get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line.
Let's go.
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game.
And I don't care how you're playing the game.
And he cuts up the football near his own goal line. And he brings this one back.
Good shot, good shot.
Return for Jacksonville score.
That's all. That's all.
This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Well, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2.
He's coming. Double up.
Is he going to try to run it in? And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
Knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Put them on the buses. Let's put that team
From the 30 on 2nd down, Winston airing it out deep for Smith. And that's going to be incomplete.
Good job.
Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike 42. Mike 42. Check.
From the gun, Winston looking for Campbell downfield. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Dominated, boys. Dominated.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. When the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive.
Coming to you. Coming to you.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. He's got Burton here. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check.
A quick throw complete to Shark. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Panther 60. It's our time.
And he'll get it out to midfield. It's a spot right in midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Let's go now. Hawk 70.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
It's a party now. Slam. 18 Cardinal.
From the midfield stripe, he'll look to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Oh, my God.
A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, kickouts, that's what they consider safe.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice the game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
7 yards there and a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Ready up. 58 to Mike. Dude. Check 20. Go, Rig. Go.
They'll run on. It's Lindsay. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 14.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Chance.
Give them and he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
60 Eagles. The money. Get that quarterback at all costs. And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Hey, let's get off the field, D.
First down. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep Jacksonville on the ground. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given him, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Hey, check 24, check 24. Kill. Check three. Back. Wide.
The play fake. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, going to be caught by Chenault. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though he completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end of their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with the 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as they lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Ready. Check back 47. He runs.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Undercrush. Hey, 5-0. Rush in. 5 on the 50.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage.
There you go.
But not much more than that. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground. They're struggling to put up points. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds.
I don't care what you do.
Incomplete.
They can't get none of this.
They'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Yeah.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
53. What we got? What we got? What we got?
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Stop your whining.
And they take a knee.
Rip right. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up.
Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.